Y'all, can you look at this? This is in my local store. This is broccoli. A head of broccoli, $4. Cauliflower and broccoli, $4 for one nice serving. Maybe you can get a couple of servings if you got 2 people in the house. Look at this tray, $24. A fruit tray. Now that's ridiculous for me. They used to be half the price. Food prices are going up and up. Don't look like they stopping or slowing down in the price. Food is so high, I promise you it is. Your next trip might leave you with an empty wallet and a half-empty cart. Because this is ludicrous. You got to have food. Food is one of our hierarchy of needs. But the cost buying in the store, you can't justify this cost. I'm on a fixed budget. And food is getting way too high for me to maintain this little small budget. You on a budget and you trying to control spending? Man, that clock is ticking. We got to get with it. We got to start a garden. Take control of our food supply before it's too late. If I can do it, anybody can do it. These are some of the foods that I like. Squash, broccoli, cauliflower, peppers, onions. These are some of the things I use all the time. So I'm going to take a step back and try to plan out my garden. Here's a compilation of the things that I've grown last year. I didn't show you guys everything. I just showed you what I was dealing with, what I had trouble with. I grew in containers as well as the ground. But I do know how to grow a few vegetables. I do know how to harvest vegetables. So enjoy this compilation. And we're going to get our fresh garden started for this year. We're going to grow some new things. We're going to grow some old things. But we're going to grow and be prosperous. These are apples right here. I'll show you my apple tree later. Plums. I have plum trees. A lot of them fell on the ground. I was too lazy to pick them up before the ants got to them. These are some little old container from Dollar Tree. My mulberry tree, just trying to get mulberries on before the squirrels get them. Curly kale, which I really, really love. And the red curvaceous lettuce in containers. A salad mix, which I'm planting this year as well. Some peppers. I had a bunch of peppers. Eggplants. A couple sunflowers. And I had a little we had harvest here and there. Tomatoes, okras. And this is what I really, really love. Squash, bell peppers, and onions. So I've decided to start off inside the house. You start off with these little pots I got from the dollar store. You can start off with whatever you have, or you can get some little pots like these, or whatever you have. These are all from the dollar store. I'm going to start my little seedlings inside, let them get a little height, and then up pot them. And when the temperature get warm enough, I'll transfer them on the outside. Here, you got some name tags. And I think they'll come in handy when you want to know what you plan. I wish I had them earlier. Now you got some bigger pots. And when you finish planting them in these biodegradable pots, you can up pot them into these bigger size pots. I think they are $1.25 for 12. Now that's a good bargain. I like bargains. You can up pot them, and then they probably can stay in that pot until you plant them outside. And some more little things in the dollar store you might be interested in. The dollar store got a lot of stuff for a cheap price, but if you pay a cheap price, don't expect for it to last too long. So while we at it, don't forget the flowers. We need some flowers in the garden. These will attract pollinators, which are bees, butterflies, etc. Anything that can pick up some pollen on his legs from the male flowers and put it on the female flowers. The young adults would say that's quite a fly way to procreate. On the back of this pack, you will see what it contains. There's also a few care instructions, such as how deep to plant them, how much sunlight, and how much water is needed. Now, here we go. One of my favorite flowers in the garden. These are zinnias. They come in a variety of colors. They are so easy, so easy to grow. They come in a variety of colors that attract butterflies, bees, birds, etc. And you also have some flowers that can grow pretty good in some shade. You might want to pick up a pack or two if you got shady areas. These are some small cultivators. If you got raised beds and you got soil that needs to be cultivated around the plants, $1.25, get you a few of these, which I will. These are pruning shears. I use these, cut my collard greens off, and cut other, when I harvest other greens. As you can see, more flowers. You don't need but a pack of zinnia and a pack of marigolds and a pack of probably sunflower seeds to start with. I don't buy a whole lot of flowers because I don't know a lot about them. But if you see flowers that you like, just pick them up. You can't go wrong, I don't think. If you can care for them, you know how to care for them, go ahead. Now I'm going to start these seeds inside. I found a little spot inside. It's in my dining room area. I don't use it that much. I have a small window over here that gets a lot of sunlight. I think I'll be putting up a shelf here and setting up my indoor gardening. I went ahead and ordered a small little shelf. Here you see the shelf is already put up. Next, we're going to get some soil in some containers and those little pots I bought from the dollar store. We're going to put some soil and seeds in. Hey, we got these dish pans from the dollar store. We're going to put those little pots in and we're going to get some soil. I got this kind of seed starting mix. It's that Jiffy seed starting mix. Now you can use whatever seed starting mix you would like. Seeds gonna germinate if you put them in the right conditions. Okay guys, we have been on quite the adventure. We're gonna stop here, pick up where we left off. I am so excited to get this adventure started with you guys. Part 2 is coming up, so come back. We're gonna start some seedlings on the inside. When they get big enough, we're gonna transfer them outside and keep some inside maybe. If you like this video, please consider sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you. Be blessed.